time for Dr. Boom and his new evil inventions in a form of cards in a card game. Well, it doesn't sound as intimidating when you put it that way. But anyway, new warrior cards. So we have Awaken, a 3-cost warrior spell. Invoke Galakrond. Deal 1 damage to all minions. So basically it's a more expensive version of Whirlwind, except you get the invoking on top of it, which the invoking for the warrior Galakrond, if you don't know, is giving your hero plus 3 attack. So it's kind of meant for a more this Galakrond is, I think, meant for more an aggressive style of gameplay. So just getting that attack is useful. But dealing 1 damage to all minions, not great. Honestly, I think this is a very weak invoke card for warrior. I don't really see it ever in play of Galakrond warriors that I've seen. You see a lot of the others, but you do not see this one. Therefore, I put it at 2 stars. It is bad. It is not good. Evil Quartermaster. 3 cost, 2/3, battle cry. Add a lackey to your hand, and you gain 3 armor. Honestly, a relatively good card. I see this card in the Galakrond warrior deck. Getting a lackey, getting 3 armor. Overall, just good stuff, and you get a 2/3 out of it. There's not much to complain about here. It's honestly just, it's obviously understandable from what other stuff you get for it, but it's completely a good card. I say it's playable, 3 stars. Molten Breath. Deal 5 damage to a minion. If you're holding a dragon, you also gain 5 armor. So, Shield Block gives you 5 armor and you draw a card. There's Iron Hide, which only costs 1 and you gain 5 armor. So why not throw some 5 damage on there and you get that armor if you're holding a dragon. Which really, I have not seen any dragons in Galakrond Warrior now either. Or any type of dragon deck for Warrior. Which is kind of depressing, because the point of Descent of Dragons was to have a bunch of dragon decks, is I really think what they were hoping for. But I don't think, any of those came out of it. The only type of dragon decks that I've seen that have come out of this whole Descent of Dragons thing has been a Highlander Dragon Paladin. I think that's about it. Which is kind of sad, really, but Molten Breath really just doesn't see play. It's not bad. It's not a bad card. It's just Dragon isn't a thing for Warrior right now. So I still do give it 3 stars for playable, but it's sadly not seen play anywhere. Ramming Speed. 3 cost spell. Force a minion to attack one of its neighbors. Honestly, I think most people would rather just play Super Collider, because you get to do this exact thing 3 times for only 2 more. Yeah, you're going to take damage to your face now because of it, but I think that is a cost people are willing to take, because Warrior can get armor quite easily and has many options for gaining armor. So I very much don't see the necessary point of this card. So I give it 2 stars for being bad. Ritual Chopper. 2 cost, 1/2 weapon, battle cry, invoke Galakrond. You know what the Galakrond invoke is. So really for the first turn of this weapon, it is a 4/2 weapon, and the next time it's a 1/1 weapon. Unless you were dumb and didn't attack when you played it, which, what are you thinking? Want to invoke him and then just not do anything. Well, what's the point of that? Play it and attack. It's better if you do that. Otherwise, it's a terrible weapon then. But this card is seen in the Galakrond Warrior deck, which means it's actually a relatively decent actually, you don't even have to be a relatively decent invoke card. You'll get thrown in anyway. You just can't be like utter garbage like Awaken. Because I've seen a neutral invoke card that is terrible that I've seen in the deck. It's like, it's not good. I'll talk about that when I get there. So this card, it's actually okay. It's not terrible. It completely balances out the first turn of the attack with the second turn, because the next time you're basically getting nothing out of it. So I will give this card, well, I mean, you can invoke again with something else then to make it a more powerful swing then the next time, with that one extra on there. But I do give this 3 stars for playable. It's not bad, it's not great, it's relatively okay. Sky Raider, a 1-cost 1/2 pirate. Battlecry, add a random pirate to your hand. Great pirate card, great for the pirate warrior that is currently in the meta, which may be getting knocked down due to a nerf recently. But honestly, a great card. Most cards that you see that add a random something into your hand for the 1-cost slot is normally a 1/1. So a 1/2 version of that is just really good. Especially since he can get himself, because he has the pirate tag as well. So just a great card. 4 stars. I give it 4 stars. It's just that good. Sky Barge. 3-cost 2/5 mech. After you summon a pirate, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Also another good card that has seen play in the Pirate Warrior. Just because of how much it can deal with your opponent's board while you're just going aggressively to the face. Because your opponent's trying to play stuff to try to slow you down. You just play Pirates. You hope Sky Barge hits the stuff and kills it, and you can just keep going face then. And you got no problems in your way. So, great card. Super good. I will give it a solid 3 stars. 3 whole stars. I never know what that first was. Scion of Ruin? I don't know. We'll call it Fire Boy. I don't know. 3-cost 3/2 dragon with Rush and Battlecry. If you've invoked twice, you summon 2 copies of it. You know this card is good when they had to nerf it. They nerfed it by having it cost 1 more mana. So therefore, you know this is good in this version. So I give it 4 stars in this version because it got nerfed. It was good. Ankar, also another card that was nerfed. It is a 3-cost 2/3 weapon. After your hero attacks, draw a pirate from your deck. It is now a 2/2 weapon for the exact same everything else, except it's just a 2/2 weapon. So you also know that this card was good. It was super helpful at getting your pirates consistently. The only issue was you would have to get this in the first place. 2/2 weapon normally doesn't sound that good, but since you're drawing for each one of your attacks, it's totally... The 2/2 version of it, I think, is still good. So this card gets 4 stars for the pre-nerfed version. Deathwing Mad Aspect. 8-cost 12/12. Battlecry attacked all other minions, and it's a dragon. So obviously you know this card was good. This card is good. It's huge. It doesn't see play. Not even joking. It does not see any freaking play. It's like, yeah, here's this giant thing for... It should cost 10, but we're going to give it to you for 8. No, the reason it actually costs 8 is if you compare this with the normal Deathwing. So normal Deathwing destroys all enemy minions and then discards your entire hand. Destroying is different than attacking all other minions. Because let's say your opponent has some stuff on the board, Deathwing Mad Aspect will attack all of that, and he won't be a 12-12 anymore. He might be a 12-4 after he's done with all his Battlecry stuff. Also, you don't want to play it if you have a bunch of stuff on the board. Because what are you I don't know what the order is for attack all. And also, I'm guessing if there's more than 12 attack on the board, he still finishes? Not sure. I haven't really seen the interaction with it because no one plays it. It is not in the meta. Still not a terrible card, though. I will still give it 3 stars for playable because I do think it is relatively balanced for everything that it has going for it. And then, of course, we end with the man himself, Galakrond. Galakrond the Unbreakable. With a battle cry of draw a minion, give it +4/+4. You invoke it twice, it goes to battle cry, draw 2 minions, give them +4/+4. You invoke 2 more times, you get Galakrond Azeroth's End. Draw 4 minions, give them all +4/+4, and you get a 5/2 claw. Hero power is the same through all of them, giving you hero +3 attack. Holy crap. That is a lot of value, a lot of stats. Look out. So that is, he is just huge. He is just gigantic for what you are paying for. You are paying 7 to get 16 of stats. And you get 5 armor. And a 5/2 claw. How is that fair? Let us be honest here. How is that fair? You wonder why there is a Galakrond warrior deck? It's because he's freaking ridiculous. Especially if you hit this guy with him. This guy gets 4/4/4. So he's a 7/6. Except you also get 2 copies of it. So you get 3 7/6s for, well, now nerfed, 4. That is ridiculous. You get 3 7/6s for 4. Because this guy, not even joking, I am giving this 5 stars because he is overpowered. I can see why people want them nerfed because they're just so ridiculously strong. I mean, it still takes a bit to invoke them and everything, but who cares? If you get to this point, you win, basically. Next time, I will see you all. Probably, hopefully, maybe. Maybe you guys don't like Warlock. I don't know. Look at this cool dude. Next time I talk about Warlock cards. See y'all then with Rafaam and his staff and the power.